How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Avoid the Fish YouTube channel. Today I'll be continuing my series Road to the Großer Kurfürst. Sorry, I've had these ships unlocked for 2 days now, but I was busy getting that Exeter video out, so we'll jump right into it. I have new info as well on the ship that you guys may not have heard yet, but as far as the fleet for Stage 4, you have the Tier 4 Koenig, the Tier 4 Königsberg, the Tier 5 Icarus, and then the Tier 5 Graf Spee as your options. And then for trials, you'll have the Icarus, Tier 5 ships, and the Koenig. So if you play that Icarus battle first, you can knock out the Tier 5 ship as well. And then you just have to play the Koenig. So you have to win 2 games basically every day. And once again, if you guys haven't been playing those versus the AI, you've probably been doing it wrong. The AI matches are very quick, and you almost always win. I've never lost against the AI. I hope you guys haven't either. But it'd be very unfortunate to lose against them. But you get them out of the way in like under 20 minutes whenever you can do 2 at once now. So very, very fantastic option for knocking those out. But let's get into the new info. So I've been browsing on Reddit, and if you guys haven't seen this graphic, I'll show it for a little bit, and you can pause the video and look at it. I talk about it in my last video. But what you do want to notice here is that there's sonar there. And last video I covered this a little bit, but I'll just refresh your memory if you haven't seen it maybe, or if I guess I'll refresh your memory if you have seen it. But on Reddit, the Sailing Robin, he works for Wargame, he posted that the Großer Kurfürst will have something along the line of American Dispersion, which is very encouraging, even though he does say there's a little bit of decent German flair to it. German flair basically just means it's inaccurate. The dispersion goes everywhere, you miss a lot of shots. But the American Dispersion is encouraging. So hopefully this ship is more accurate than most of the German line, and it's not as frustrating to shoot your main guns. But that's encouraging there. Excited about that. But what also he posted more recently was the sonar for the ship. He posted the sonar stats. So you get 2 base charges, 6-kilometer spotting range for ships. That's awesome. You're going to spot torpedoes in their smoke. They're going to think they're absolutely safe, even some cruisers in their smoke. And then 4-kilometer detection for torpedoes, which is great as well. I think that's the best sonar in the game. I'm not positive on that, but I believe it is. And the duration is 60 seconds with a reload time of 180 seconds. And once again, 2 base charges. So this got me thinking, this is super, super early to be thinking about commanders and everything for the ship, because it's still over a month away at least for most people. You know, the go-to commanders are probably going to be like Otto Ciliax, von Hippe, and also like Reinhard Scheer if you don't have the 2 battleship commanders. But you probably do if you've been grinding the ship for 2 months. But those are like the 3 that you think about. And I started thinking that sonar is very strong. If you want to play the ship aggressively, you're going to be a huge target for torpedoes, especially because if we go back to that original graphic, your turning circle radius is 1,050 meters with a rudder shift time of 20 seconds. Now, we don't know exactly how it's going to feel turning in the game, but it's probably going to feel like you're driving a school bus. Just not very good, and torpedoes will be an issue for you because you only have 25% torpedo damage reduction. So I was thinking about this sonar. How can we even improve that sonar? And that got me thinking about Gunther Luchens. Maybe he's an option. Now, his base trait is unfortunate. It increases the AP shell damage of your cruiser, so it does nothing for the Großer Kurfürst. But if we go down the build, it gets better as we go. Burn it down, extra HE chance of causing fire. That's good for your secondaries at least. You know, I mean, it's good for your main guns as well, but you probably won't be shooting a lot of HE. You also probably, you know, you already got like 35% chance to cause fires or something similar to that number. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But if you move on, he has all these radar boosters and also survivability boosts. So expose or expose, I don't know if it's expose or expose, sorry. But at level 10, where I have Luchens right now, it increases the detectability of torpedoes by 600 meters, so that's 0.6 kilometers. And then the detectability of torpedoes at rank 12 is 900 meters. And then I think if you get it to rank 16, might even be higher than that as far as like 1,200 meters, but I'm not positive of that, 1.2 kilometers. But with my numbers, I just assumed that you have to have the legendaries upgraded to maybe like level 20 to get that, but I'm not positive. Sorry guys, I don't know that off the top of my head. But we'll assume that in my graphic that I'll show you that it's at 900 meters until you get it to rank 20. But it might even be better. It might be 1,200. But moving on, that's fantastic. Help you spot those torps. Next thing you have is fortified. So at rank 10, incoming damage negative 2%. So that basically puts you, if I did my math right, and I'm not positive, but it puts you over 9,700 HP. That's a 2,000 HP increase. Pretty awesome there. A little bit under 2,000 HP, but it's rounded up, you know. So that's actually really useful. I don't know how many times you guys have gotten extra salvo off because you had a little bit extra health. But that's nice to have. You know, it's not the strongest thing. Nice to have. If you get it to rank 14, it's 3%, which gets you just under 3,000 extra HP. If you do the math that way. Now it's not perfect because you can obviously get citadeled and you won't get that full effect because you'll overload on the damage as far as, you know, whenever you're very, very low on health, you know. But you know, if you're thinking about maybe burning down or something like that, you do get a lot of extra HP from that perk, which is very nice to have. But not the strength of what we're going for here at the Lucian's build. And this is all theoretical. Who knows how it'll play out, but just talking about the ship, acoustic chamber for your perk 4 for Lucian's. Sonar reload time at level 10, 15% reduction. Sonar duration, 3% extension, and then an extra sonar charge. And then at rank 16, 20% reload time reduction, 4% duration extension, and then +1 sonar charges. I mean, still the same. You have 3 at that point. But once you get to Legendary 1 at this guy and you use fully packed, you get the extra repair party. It means you stay alive longer. You get the extra sonar, and you get an extra catapult fighter. Very, very strong all around. Fully packed is wonderful. I love it. Probably the strongest legendary perk in the game in my opinion. But all that gets you, I'll look at the stats here. So the duration extension, it doesn't seem like much. If you Lucian's level 10, 61.8 seconds instead of 60 seconds. That just is under 2 seconds of extension. But it can be useful. It's not the strongest thing, but it can be useful. And then at level 16, 2.4 seconds. It's basically an extra 2.5 seconds, 2.4 seconds of duration, but the reload time is really strong. Instead of 3 minutes, with level 10 Lucians, you're down to 153 seconds. 2.5 minutes, not bad at all. And then at Lucian's level 16, you're at 144 seconds. So that's 2 minutes and about a third, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Not bad at all. Very, very good. You can get that sonar popping for almost the whole game. And if you have like a destroyer that's been bugging you, his reload speed on Torps is about that time, unless he's got a super reload speed or a reload booster. So if you can keep that manageable, you know, you have an awesome chance of dodging a lot of Torps if you're playing very aggressive in this ship. And then what we didn't talk about is torpedo detection. So 4 kilometers is the base trait. If you use Lucians at level 10 Lucians, you get 4.6 kilometers. That's an extra half kilometer to avoid torpedoes whenever you have sonar active. That is fantastic. That'll really help out. And then once you get to Lucian's level 16, you almost get a full kilometer of extra time to dodge torpedoes if you want to use kilometers instead of time. But I could do some stats, but there's so many different torpedo speeds. But it does add a considerable length of time. If you're thinking about that, it's hard to spot most destroyers at 5 kilometers, but you're going to be spotting torpedoes at 5 kilometers with your sonar running. And you'll have 4 charges of your sonar. You'll have, I believe, actually they haven't said anything about the repair party, but I believe you'll have 3 or 4 charges of your repair party, probably 4, but not positive on that. And then you'll have all that extra HP as far as 3,000 extra HP. Seems pretty strong to me, but you'll have to give me your opinions. This is once again theoretical. I'm not sold on this. I was just thinking about this and I wanted to hear what you guys say. So comment in the description and like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed this, or if you think I'm completely wrong, tell me why I'm wrong in the description. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I didn't have gameplay this time because I just wanted to talk a little bit about strategy. But thanks for watching, guys, and smooth sailing out there. See ya.